So, today we're going to work on some very basic Tai Chi Chuan. We're going to start out, stretch your fingers like you're holding a pretty big ball. Imagine there's a ball there. Breathe into the ball, expand it, compress it as you breathe out. Put your concentration into the space between the hands. Now, take a moment, bounce your hands on the surface of the ball, see what you feel. Okay. So, this is our vital energy. Build that up, place it into our abdomen. All right. So, having done that, let's get loosened up a bit. So, we're going to start out, widen your stance a little wider than shoulder width. We're going to turn your hips, let your arms flop, shifting the weight from one foot to the other. What we want to do is sink the weight down the leg where we're facing, sink the weight down this leg where we're facing. Let the arms hang like streamers of silk. Breathe, relax, let go. 3 golden rules I was taught. Let go of worries, let go of thoughts, and enjoy what you are doing. Breathe and relax. All right. So now we'll put our hands on our hips. We make circles to hips. Reverse direction. We want the hips, the back to get nice and warm and loose. All right. So now we've done that, we're going to look at a couple of stances. What we're standing in right now is called Wuji, and it means no ultimate. And this is a standing meditation stance. You can just take a moment, stand here. And a funny image that my teachers always talked about was either bottom heavy, top light. So everything below your feet is very heavy. Everything above your feet is very light. Or imagine your bones rise up and your meat sinks down. We just want to feel that as best we can. Always letting go, always relaxing, never forcing. So this is Wuji stance, or sometimes called natural stance. We're going to do our first movement, which is Tai Chi begins. So we're going to sink our weight, bend our knees, pull our hips back, let the arms float up. And we're going to shift the weight to the balls of the feet. Let the arms sink down as we stand up. Again, sink down into the heels. We press into the balls of the feet. Come back up. So when you go to the heels, you are yin. When you go to the balls of the feet, you are yang. And just move through this. Relaxing, releasing. Whatever worries you may have, just let them go. Let them float down the river. Sink into the heels, bend the knees, pull back the hips, straighten up, press into the balls of the feet. Right behind the ball of your foot, there's an acupuncture point called Yong Tren. Yong Tren means bubbling well. Very important kidney point. We are massaging it, working it through our practice here. So sink the weight to the heels, the balls, the feet, shift it back, shifting forward. A few more times. Very good. All right. We've done that. Feeling a little looser, feeling a little bit warmer. We're going to hold a ball like this, and we're going to make a circle in front of us. That circle is going to be on this plane. So I'm going to do it from the side. I sink into my heels. I press into the balls of my feet. My hands stretch out. I sink into my heels as they come back toward me. Stretch out as I press into the balls of my feet. Turn back to face you. Now we'll reverse that direction. So we sink, we come up, pressing into the heels. We sink down, come up, toes, heels as we go down. Lean back so you can see my feet better. So I'm making that circle just the opposite direction. All right. Very good. Now, let's take a break from it. We'll build the ball again. Breathe into the space between the hands, inflate the ball, breathe out, and press the ball. It's all outside of your body, all in the space. Feel that. Whatever it is you feel between your hands, you bounce your hands on the surface of the ball. You place your hands into the abdomen. All right. So the first circle, this one going this way, is called the sagittal circle. We're going to hold the hands up again, and now we're going to do a frontal circle. This is where I sink down and I draw a circle in front of me. So my fingertips are like they're tracing a wall in front of me. When I'm sinking down, I go to the heels. When I'm rising up, I go to the balls. Come down here. I'm going to reverse. Reverse direction. Down goes to the heels. Up goes to the balls of the feet. Relax. Knees bent, hips pull back. Knees straighten as we rise up. All right. Come back. Build the ball again. Inflating the ball as you breathe in, compressing the ball as you breathe out. Bounce the hands on the surface of the sphere. Then we place it into our abdomen. Ah. All right, one more for this set of exercises. This is the horizontal plane. Like I'm holding a ball. I'm going to go to my toes or to the balls of my feet as I reach out. As I come back, I go to the heels. So we're shifting our balance from one part of the foot to the other, our weight. Now we reverse. So heels as we pull in, balls of feet as we reach out. All right, lowering the hands. Very good. Come see if anybody's got any. If you have any questions, just leave them in the chat. Um, and then we'll do a second set of exercises here in a moment. Um, if not, totally fine. We'll just continue on. All right, so what we want to do is shake out the legs a little bit because we've been doing a sort of little squat. So I go to the heels, the balls of the feet. So we're doing that repeatedly in Tai Chi. A good way to think of it is the heels are yin. So if I was doing a tug of war, I'd pull into my heels. The front of my body would pull back. I'd sink into my heels to pull the rope. If I was pushing a car, I go to the balls of my feet, balls of my feet, and I would push outward like this. So I could pull inward and push outward. So when you pull inward, this is a yin movement. When you push outward, this is a yang movement. We pull and we push. This stance I'm in is called a back stance. My weight is mostly on my back foot. This foot is the front. So pull and push. And if I shift weight with it, now I'm in a front stance. So I can be here and I can pull and I can push. Pull and push. So when you go to the back stance again, pull, push, pull, push. Front stance, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. So I can have my weight here. This is a front stance, or I can have my weight here. This is a back stance. So now we have three stances. We have natural stance, back stance, front stance. Now we can kind of play with this idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my weight and imagine like I'm pouring water down this leg, and that's how I put all the weight on this leg. So now this leg is full. When I shift forward, this back leg empties. It's an empty leg. So reverse, I pour the water down this leg. This is an empty leg. This is a full leg. So now this is independent of the pulling and pushing. This is just where your weight happens to land. And later, as you become more adept, you can kind of play with um, how you want to pull or push. Here, we just want to master getting that weight down one leg, then the other, so that we can make our balance better. So we can improve the strength of the fascia and the muscles of our legs and our backs and our arms. So we're shifting back leg, front leg, back leg, front leg, back stance, front stance. Remember, we just relax. There is no need to criticize yourself or get frustrated here. This is fun. And if it's not fun, don't do it. What we want, though, is to feel that leg. Feel it like it's an empty vessel that we just put the water down and then put the water in this one now. All right, so I'm going to change sides. So we can do that on the other side. Okay. Full leg, empty leg, or empty leg, empty leg, full leg, empty leg. We just play. In fact, in Chinese, many teachers will talk about playing Tai Chi. We're not, it's not super serious. I've got to make sure that everything is exactly right. It's a lot like calligraphy or writing. You can get it wrong. And wrong just means you've practiced. Not a problem. Nothing to solve, nothing to fix. You're shifting to the back stance and the front stance. Back stance, front stance. Back stance, front stance. One more back stance, front stance. Okay, we'll come back to our um, Wuji position, our natural stance. Shake out a little bit. So we're going to play with a movement I love. We've already done Tai Chi Begins. We're going to work with Yun Shou or cloud hands. And so, kind of get this, hold an imaginary ball, like we've been doing, but now one hand's on top, the other hand's on the bottom. And then just change the ball. We're rolling the ball between our hands. In some, I like Bagua schools, they call this dragon plays with pearl, which I love. Bagua Zhang is another internal martial art that's based on the I Ching or the Book of Changes. Tai Chi, what we're doing today, is basically yin and yang. All right. So now we've done this a few times. I'm going to shift my weight to one side. I'll let my elbow lead. And then over here, I change the ball. I shift to the other side. I change the ball. Shift to the other side. And we just do this. Play with it. have some fun. Also, this builds a skill. In Chen style Tai Chi, this skill is called Chan Si Jin, or silk reeling power. We're winding fascia, muscles around the bones. We increase their bone density, relaxing, letting go, playing as we move. Really good exercise. We're just decreasing joint pain, I find. All right. So now we're not going to change here. We're just going to shift the weight. And now we're doing inward cloud. So whichever way you end up doing it, you're still right. There's a Tai Chi Chuan master named Cheng Manqing. Professor Cheng used to talk about Tai Chi is like swimming on land. He said the air should be felt for its weight. That's what slows us down, moving through the air, relaxing, releasing, letting go. Let go of worries, let go of thoughts, and enjoy what you're doing. If you can't stand up, you practice the sitting down. That's okay. I taught people in wheelchairs. I taught people in who were bedridden. Doesn't matter. Anyone can play. Tai Chi is a game that anyone can play. All right. Now, let's go back. We'll build the ball again. Breathe into the ball, the space between your hands. You press the ball as you breathe out. You're doing this indoors. Cool. Try it outdoors. And vice versa. If you're doing it outdoors right now, try it indoors. Try it in parks, forests, near lakes, and the ocean. Right. Feel that energy or the ball and place it in your abdomen. Let's see if there are any questions. Yes, we are doing Tai Chi. Uh, Donna, yes, we are doing Tai Chi. And yeah, I just thought I would share this with the community. Um, If I missed any other. Okay. No. Yeah. So we're doing Tai Chi. We are um, basically learning to play with our energy. We're doing the basic Qigong, this building the ball Qigong, because I like it. It's a very good way to get in touch with energy. We focus between our hands because we don't have habits there. If I try to do it inside of my body, it takes years to try to feel anything. But if I put myself in a space, an imagined ball where I don't have any expectations, I can feel much more quickly. And I hope that's the same for you. If not, it's cool. All right. So we've done cloud hands in our Wuji stance. So now we're going to go to our back stance. We're going to hold the ball. We're going to change the ball, shift the weight forward, shift the weight back as we change. Of course, what we're doing here is very basic. You can go very deep with Tai Chi. Tai Chi can become a meditation, a martial art, a form of internal alchemy. So much profound depth in this art. And I absolutely love it. Your movement may not look like mine. That's okay. Wherever we are, that's where we are. If you really love Tai Chi, if you decide you want to do more of it, I absolutely would enjoy helping you to figure out where you want to go with Tai Chi. All right, let's switch sides. Start in our back stance, and then change as we shift. I change the ball, I shift to the back stance, change the ball, shift to the front stance. I apologize if I'm missing questions right now. I'm a bit far from my phone. When I talk about the internal alchemy, Tai Chi is built, created, intended to help you transform your three treasures: Jing, or life force, Qi, and Shen, or spirit. So Qi is just energy or breath or feeling. Doesn't have a good translation. Shen is like God or spirit or mind. All right, come back up. Very good. Let's take a break for a second, see if there are any questions. And if not, we'll just plow right on into it. Okay, good. We've got plenty of time. All right. So, yeah, remember how we did the outward cloud hands here? We're going to sit in the back leg, and we're just going to come forward, change the ball. We're going to do inward cloud. Breathe, relax. Swimming in the air, slowing down space and the energy around us. Feeling simply let go of worries, let go of thoughts, enjoy what we are doing. Shifting the weight back, shifting the weight forward. So traditionally in Tai Chi, this is what you would have learned. These little sort of movements, they're not complicated, but in Chinese they're called Gong, which is foundation movements. This would have likely been your first 6 months of Tai Chi training. No complicated forms, no big interesting movements, just sensing, feeling. Then your teacher would say, okay, learn the first movement of the form. All right, let's switch sides. Start back here. Shift the weight forward, shift the weight backward. Don't sweat it. You're not doing it like I am. It's okay. It helped me learn all this many years ago was giving myself permission to suck, to be really bad at it. There were lots of people more talented than I was, but I kept at it. It's not a competition, not a race. A lot of this kind of work is radical self acceptance. Feel whatever I feel, and I relax into it and I release into it. You'll notice my stance gets a little deeper the more we warm up. All right, stand up, take a break for a moment, shake out the arms and legs. Hope everyone's feeling good. All right. Yeah. So if your neck is a little stiff like mine, I'm going to share an exercise for that. We're going to look, my shoulders stay to the front, but I turn my head, I look behind me, I look behind me, like I'm drawing a line with my nose parallel to the ground. All right. Then I'm going to draw a horizontal or a vertical line and touch my chin to my chest, only go as far as feels comfortable. I'm going to look up, use my nose to draw that line. All right, going to settle my chin on my chest. And with my chin, I'm going to draw a circle in front of my head. I'm not letting my head flop back. I'm not being violent. Just gentle. Soften. All right, reverse directions. Ah, all right. Now, take a moment, let your balance get good. Now, there's a wall next to me. You can see it. There's a wall next to me. If you have a wall or a desk or a sink, we're going to do something. I want you to put your hand on that wall. You're going to pick up one foot and you are going to swing it back and forth just to loosen the hip. Make sure you have something for balance. Do not try to do this without a support. I want you to be safe on the other side. Still holding on. I mean, obviously, if you're like super athletic and you do this kind of stuff all the time, you know, that's on you. But for me, and I prefer it for everybody, is you just try to be safe. There's no point in trying to push yourself. In fact, in Tai Chi, there's an idea that my teacher often talked that take a break, that you should only go to 70% of your capacity. Thank you, Sam. Um, but yeah, you should only go to 70% of your capacity. The reason for that is if you go to 100%, you court injury, and injury doesn't help you grow. But to 70%, what that does is if you stay there every single day, that 70% will grow and you don't court injury. So it's super valuable to avoid injury and create growth. So it's sort of a sweet spot. It's not no pain, no gain. It's also not everything is just easy and I don't have to do anything. It's just the right measure of how can I generate growth? How can I create more um, strength, more power, more energy without fighting myself, without harming myself, without punishing myself? I think that's a very, very good rule. All right. So now we're going to do the building the ball qigong again. Put your mind between your hands. Breathe into that space, and then press the ball as you breathe out. Into the space. Press the ball as you breathe out. All right. We've got our ball. We're going to slowly compress it. Your hands are about 2 to 3 inches apart. Start moving them like you're rubbing your hands together without touching. See what you feel. Play with that feeling. Cut one hand up and one hand down. Notice the difference as your hands get near each other. They separate. Right. And let's build the ball again. Inflate it, compress it. Good. Now we're going to make tiger claws so your hands look like this. Point them at each other. We're going to focus on our pinkies. Breathe into your pinkies. Breathe out and think of the energy arcing between your two pinkies. Good. Now the ring fingers, middle fingers, index finger, thumbs. Now all the fingers at once. Nice. Open the fingers, build the ball again. Place it into our belly. The belly, the center of it, is the center of our vital energy, our physical energy. The heart, this area, is the center of our emotional energy. The center of the head is the center of our mental energy. And so we want to learn how these things feel. And as you practice, don't worry about if it's right. Just think about, what did I experience? If it was nothing, be honest, say it was nothing. Whatever you experience is valid. It's data for you to understand your own experience, not for me to tell you what to think, believe, or have an idea about. I'm here to share Tai Chi and Qigong and to give you tools that you can use to explore the reality of existing in your own body, mind, and emotions, and how that relates to the larger universe. Anybody has any questions, please type them in the chat. If not, that's okay. I will um, probably, I'm probably going to do this every Wednesday from here on out that I'm able. Um, I think it'll be valuable just to share this with folks and, let people get some Tai Chi experience without having to dive into the deep end. Um, yeah, I appreciate all of you for being here. This was wonderful, and it was my honor to teach everyone. So thank you, and I hope to see you again sometime. Have a wonderful day.